of the county government under Part 2 of the 4th Schedule of the Constitution, to provide for the enforcement of the Machakos County laws, to establish the Machakos County Inspectorate Service, and for connected purposes.
Thank you, Clerk. That bill is committed to the County Administration and Decentralized Units Committee. Thank you, honorable members. Honorable Brian Kisila, are you happy? Okay, next order.
Order number 9, motion. Approval of report of the status of contracted rural roads projects, financial year 2022-2023.
May I invite Honorable Mwaki Musila, Chairperson, Transport, Roads and Public Works, to come forward and move that motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Mwaki Musila, MCA Ndidine Ward. Honorable Speaker, that aware that County Assembly's oversight function is one of the cornerstones of democracy, aware that oversight is a means for holding the county executive accountable for its action and for ensuring that it implements policies in accordance with the laws and budget passed by the County Assembly. Acknowledging that Article 183.3 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides that the County Executive Committee shall provide the County Assembly with full and regular reports on matters relating to the county. Further aware that Article 185.3 states that the County Assembly, while responding to the principles of separation of powers, may exercise oversight over the County Executive Committee and any other county executive organs. Cognizant that the Transport, Roads and Public Works Committee is established under the second schedule of Standing Order 190 and is mandated to deal with all matters related to the county transport, including county roads. Aware that Transport, Roads and Public Works Committee received a report on status of rural roads of projects for the Department of Roads and Transport, conducted several site visits to ascertain the status of the sampled roads as indicated in the report, held meeting with the County Executive Committee member and compiled this report. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that this Honorable House discusses and approves the Transport, Roads and Public Works Committee report on the status of the contracted rural roads and roads project, financial year 2022-2023. Madam Speaker, I request Engineer Vincent to second the motion.
Honorable Engineer Vincent. Thank you, Honorable Member. I now propose the question that this Honorable House discusses and approves the Transport, Roads and Public Works Committee report on the status of contracted rural roads project for financial year 2022-2023. And before I invite members to debate this motion, let me allow the mover to highlight on the said motion, on the said report. Honorable Musila, I think you can do the introduction.
Thank you, Madam.
The introduction, let's agree on a few house rules. Introduction. What else would you like to do? It's not necessary. Yes. Just the most important parts. Which are they? Mheshimiwa Mwanga.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Yes. Yes, Honorable Kisila.
Madam Speaker, it is becoming a norm in this assembly that members walk in and walk out. And as you can see, Madam Speaker, quoting Standing Order number 32, that we do not have quorum to discuss such an important report which is affecting the livelihood of our people. And transport being the pillar of our county, I think this report needs the seriousness it deserves. So, Madam Speaker, I'm drawing to your attention that we don't have quorum, and it's important that the whips, you call that whip members to come to the assembly. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I don't know what your ruling will be, Madam Speaker. Precedents have been set. The issue of quorum has been raised before in this house. And you have made clever ruling on the same, basing your argument on the number of members who have logged in. Madam Speaker, I remember raising and saying quorum should be based on the physical attendance of members at that particular time. Madam Speaker, maybe this time we are not going to run away from that ruling you have made before. Madam Speaker, the issue which is here, it is not that we have no quorum in the house, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I remember when this report was brought before this house, one minority leader rose and said, the report, it's almost equivalent to a motion which was thrown out by this honorable house. Madam Speaker, what I'm seeing here, it is members being whipped to move out so that we cannot discuss this report. And that is very unfortunate, Madam Speaker. Today we are discussing this report, which touches on the lives of our people who elected us, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, I want to say, it is unfortunate that specifically for elected members who are being whipped out of this honorable house, that we are discussing something which members of the public woke up very early on 9th of August, 2022,
Point of information.
to elect us to come and represent them here. It is too unfortunate.
Point of information.
Taken.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It is evident that we don't have a quorum. Number two, Honorable Brian Kisila and he proposed a very good way forward. He suggested that the whips do their work to whip members in. So I don't know why Mheshimiwa from Masinga is trying to bring issues to confirm that we have we have members. Honorable Speaker, if you allow me, I can count to establish how many members are in this house. By looking, numbers don't lie. If the quorum is 20, we don't have 20 members in this house. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Point of information, Madam Speaker. Point of information.
Let me finish something, members. Honorable Mike.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The reason that I've stood is to make probably this information to honorable member who has rose on the issue about quorum, which I know he is doing it out of a very clean heart, Honorable Kisila. However, Madam Speaker, you're going to note that when the proceedings of the assembly were starting, we were 20. And we were more than 20. So what does not beat logic is why is it that now the quorum is not enough when a motion is going on? So, Madam Speaker, I'm not trying to direct what probably you are going to rule, because still we have past rulings in accordance to this House. So I think it will be prudent. We go ahead, discuss the motion, those who feel the importance of the motion, because if we go for the machine, we've already logged 20 people. So that we don't end up also wasting each other's time. We come, other people move out. We are going to set a bad precedent, because people will be coming in, logging in, and people raising on matter, and then we'll be like moving. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Kisila.
Madam Speaker, I don't see what the big deal is. Is that we don't have a quorum, and the standing orders are very clear. The standing order number 31 talks about quorum on commencement of the assembly. When the assembly was starting, personally I counted the members who were there. We were more than 20. So, Madam Speaker, I rose on standing order number 32. And it's very clear what happens when a member raises that issue to the Speaker. So we don't have to belabor the point. Madam Speaker, follow the proceeding. And I can read it. If at any time after the chair is taken, or when the assembly is on committee, a member objects that there is no quorum, the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, or a member of the Speaker's panel, or any member elected under 178(2) of the Constitution, who is presiding over the proceeding, shall order account of the House or the committee as the case may be. So, Madam Speaker, the laws are very clear and the standing orders are clear. And I don't think there is any bad intention. Maybe members are busy, but we just need to bring them back. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
All right. The law under section 31 and 32 is very clear, especially section 32, because that is where we are. Quorum during the proceedings of the assembly. If a member raises and objects that there is no quorum, the Speaker is supposed to ask the Sergeant at Arms to ring the bell so that the quorum can be acquired. So I hereby want to proceed to do that, after which we shall have move from there. Honorable, the Sergeant at Arms, please proceed and ring the bell. For how many? 18. For 8 minutes. For 8 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, when the bell is being rung, no member is supposed to move out.
Yes, it is here.
It's in the standing order.
let's finish fast. We have a few minutes to go. For you can't go to take medicine. You can't go to take medicine. Let the whips do their work. Now, I think 8 minutes are over. Sergeant Atam asked him to stop. And then now we can check whether the quorum has been achieved. Then we go to the next move. Quorum not achieved. And the law requires that if the quorum is not achieved after after ringing the bell for 8 minutes, then the speaker shall adjourn the plenary to the next sitting. The House adjourns to Tuesday, 5th December 2023 at 10 a.m. in the morning. See you then. On 5th, can I repeat this? The House adjourns to Tuesday, 5th December 2023 at 10 a.m. in the morning. Thank you. Okay.